Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the brand new GOAT and AFTERSHOCK cards coming out today here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Got a GOAT Shaquille O'Neal drop, as well as, obviously, the AFTERSHOCK content as well, with 100 overall clay, a bunch of solid dark matters. Interesting content drop today. Obviously, like always, it's gambling content, so literally all you should really be doing with this is lock it in the set with MT you've earned through playing the week. Hope you get a good card. If you have an extra MT, you want to open some packs with your MT, go for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend really interacting much with this. There'll be some challenges and things you can do if you want. There is out of position Shaqs this week. Point guard Shaq, shooting guard Shaq, small forward Shaq. This is really stupid and is going to make for some really annoying lineups for the people who do get these cards. It's going to be interesting to see what Shaq's animations look like and stuff on his better cards. We'll see here in a sec. And yeah, before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Still going strong. I know this game stinks, but we're going to keep pushing out content. Really appreciate all your support. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Shaq is 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan. Hotspots from basically everywhere. A bunch of finishing battles. Like, cards actually not bad. Really good speed defensively, and as a dunker, really good. The problem is he can't shoot the ball at all. And when I say not bad, he's the exact same as his diamond, basically, from earlier in the year with more Hall of Fame badges. That's all this card is. He is his diamond from earlier in the year with all. He's going to be a great inside center. I mean, that diamond day one is still a dominant inside center with good speed and great dunking ability and all that type of stuff. He just can't shoot the ball at all. He doesn't have SIGs really, although he does actually have Curry's drag and technically the Curry slide, although he's too heavy to Curry slide. And then pro dribble style is like he's actually got semi okay SIGs for a big anyway. But overall, obviously the free Shaq stinks, and I'm not surprised by that. I expected the free Shaq to stink, and he does. Now, Dorian Finney-Smith is the first AFTERSHOCK card. The AFTERSHOCK card arts aren't loading at all. Hopefully they're cool, but they're not loading on 2KDB. It is what it is. It's not that important to see the card art. We'll get to see them in all their gameplays. 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan. Hotspots from everywhere. 27 hops include really good shooting badges. He's an elite defender. I love to see that. Playmaking, blow by and speed booster, and then he's got money, precision dunker, posterizer, fearless finisher, stuff like that. That's not bad. 95 speed, 94 3 ball. This card's really good. 6'7" small forward, like a little short, yes, but he's got Trey escape, Francis size up, Curry slide, normal fade. His own release not very quick. Like pretty good movement, very good movement actually with Curry slide, especially the Trey escape. Maybe my favorite escape of the game. And then obviously DFS, his release is I think pretty good as well. This card's actually going to be solid. It says MT price NA, but I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure he will have an MT price. They may just not know what it is yet. Mo Bamba's also said, yeah, so they will have an MT price. It just doesn't list what it is yet. I'm sure they'll be like 126K like last week's Opals. But 7 foot with a 7'10" wingspan is Mo Bamba, like a 92 speed center with a really long wingspan. He's a big, he can play power forward as well. He's going to shoot the ball well. He's going to finish dunk well. He's not a great playmaker, although he does have an 86 ball handle. We'll see if they change to SIGs here in a sec. Defensively, he's really good. That's where he's really going to thrive. Super long arms, a very lanky player build. He's kind of like Bol in a lot of ways in terms of his length, but he also has Hoff movable enforcer. He's more versatile on the interior than Bol is defensively. 88 strength, 85 vert. Probably going to want to boost that with a shoe. I'm not going to lie, to boost up his interior ability a little bit, but I will say I really like his release, and they gave him Trey escape, hard mind. Oh my gosh, he's only 230 pounds, so he should be able to do the behind the back. This Mo Bamba is incredible. Y'all thought Tyson Chandler was an elite Opal big. Mo Bamba is special because he can dribble too. This is literally Bol for viable. This card is, oh my lord, this card is really good. We wanted elite Opals, elite viable cards. This Mo Bamba is one of them. I will be doing a gameplay on this card today, and he is phenomenal. Cannot wait to show this card off because this is a guy I think we're going to see on a lot of teams running to the power forward position, even at center on a lot of teams. He is an elite level card. So definitely excited about him. Batum as well. Here's the question about Batum. How is his release? He still has his own release. Not ideal. Kemba escape, though. Probably Jamal Murray behind the back, I would assume, unless he had pro previously. He did not. They changed it to pro. Probably Jamal Murray behind the back on Nick Batum with good SIGs. His release is not truly elite, and that will hold back his playmaking a little bit. Only gold handles for days as well. But he is 6'8" with 7-foot wingspan at point guard. A really versatile, good defender as well, which provides a lot of value. Hoff movable enforcer. Anchor post lockdown to go with all the perimeter ability. Really, really elite defender on the interior as well. This provides a lot of value against your Jokic's and Ben Simmons and guys like that. This is going to be the budget point guard counter to the tall point guards. He is honestly as good or better than a Jalen Rose, I think, because Jalen Rose's release is also not great, but this card looks like he has similar ability to Jalen Rose while being a better all-around defender, and I actually think I could see a lot of value to this Nick Batum card for a lot of budget teams as well. Like, a lot of guys who don't have the biggest, most expensive point guards, like this Nick Batum is going to play for people. I think this is a card you're going to see in a lot of lineups again. Another super solid budget card. So a couple really good budget cards today. DFS looks good, Batum looks great, and honestly, honestly, Mo Bamba looks incredible. So 3 really, really good budget cards. Derek Fisher is not going to be as good. He's only 6'1". He's not going to be an elite athlete, although he does have an 85 driving dunk just because it's in-game and every card can do everything. But still, this card's not going to be special. He's too small to truly be elite at this point in the year, unfortunately. Release is going to be fine. Pro 2 Fade, he's got elite SIGs. He'll be fun to use. I'm sure he's souped as heck as a 3 hunter, but overall, he is not truly elite because he's only 6'3". Sorry, 6'1". Shaq at center. This is the pullable opal Shaq, who is also not great. 43 ball, can't shoot the ball. This card is a slightly better version of the free opal, but still not good. Still has bad SIGs, or not elite enough SIGs. Still has a bad release. Not a great card. Trae Young is the free triple threat offline reward. 6'1", 6'3" wingspan. I mean, he's too small. I mean, it's 75 driving dunk too. This card's worse than Derek Fisher. I'm not going to lie. He's a worse athlete than Fisher. And SIGs-wise, he might be worse as well. This card's not that good. Trae Young, not elite at all. I would not recommend grinding for him unless you were just bored. Or you're a huge Trae Young fan. Michael Beasley. This should be one of the best shooting guards in the game for sure. I think outside of Glenn Rice, he might be the best. 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. Hotspots from literally everywhere. 40 hoffs. Super athletic, super fast, great shooter, great dunker, great defender. Oh my goodness, he does everything well. He's an elite defender on the interior and the perimeter. This card is special. Huff handles for days too. He's got all the playmaking. They gave him Kyrie, Trae, Jamal. Yep, this is the best shooting guard in the game, not named Glenn Rice, and he's going to give Glenn Rice a run for his money. Like, I think his release isn't quite as glitchy as Patty Mills, but he's got an unbelievable animations. This is the best shooting guard in the game, not named Glenn Rice. Michael Beasley's phenomenal. Not to mention another elite level card. Oh, the card arts are here. Honestly, the Aftershock card art is, like, fine. What do y'all think of this card art? Honestly, I'd be interested to hear y'all's thoughts. I don't hate it. I don't know. Artest will also be amazing. He's 2 inches shorter than Beasley, but he also is unbelievably great. An incredible defender who is also an elite level playmaker, shooter, and finisher. I mean, at this point in the year, all of these cards are unbelievably elite. Like, we already know, his Opal already had Trae Young escape, Jamal Murray behind the back, John Wall drag back, and an elite release. Pro 2 Fade. This Artest card is another incredible shot creator. Because of his slightly less size and maybe slightly slower release, he's probably slightly worse than Michael Beasley. But both of them are incredible top tier cards who are the 2 next best shooting guards in the game after Glenn Rice for sure. And absolutely incredible in top tier cards. Draymond Green. Is his release changed? No. This card is not that good. He's 6'6" with a 7'1" wingspan, so he does not have unbelievable size at the point guard position. Now, he will defend much better than your typical 6'6" point guard, because look at the stats and look at the badges, every badge on Hoff in the game. He will play bigger than 6'6". He's going to feel like a bigger, more versatile defender than another 6'6" point guard like SGA. The problem is, SGA has better SIGs and a much better release for sure. I don't think Draymond, because his release stinks, is particularly good. Like, at this point in the game, with the amount of good point guards, even the free point guards still, guys like Clyde, SGA, Jokic in the Pro Pass, why would you run this Draymond card even if you did pull him, in my opinion, if you have those guys? So, unfortunately, Draymond is not that elite. So, honestly, you're kind of really hoping for Artest or Beasley if you lock in this set, because it looks like Draymond's not that great. And obviously, Fox will be good, but he's only 6'3". Like, at the end of the day, that's a lack of size that does matter. He's going to be a good short point guard, as several cards in this game are. Very good fade, great, I mean, solid SIGs. He doesn't actually have the best escape, but he's got, it looks like good SIGs. I know his release is very good, Pro 2 Fade. Like, he's going to be a good card. There's no doubt. He's athletic, he's fast, he can shoot, he can defend. I'd love to see a top-tier De'Aaron Fox early in the year one of these years, like a pink diamond De'Aaron Fox in the first couple weeks, because he'd be legitimately the best point guard in the game. It'd be fun to use a De'Aaron Fox that is, like, actually the best point guard in the game, but he never gets an elite card early in the year. And by this time, elite card, yes, but only 6'3". At a competitive level, he'll struggle a bit. Shaquille O'Neal at small forward. Release is still Shaq on very quick. That limits all of these cards, which is good. He does have Kyrie dribble style, which, I mean, I assume every single one of these Shaqs is the exact same in terms of animations. Kyrie dribble style. Levine escape, which sucks, so that does help, but he's got Curry's drag back. The behind the back doesn't matter because he's 325 pounds. Pro 2 Fade is glitchy, but his upper is terrible, and that will hurt that fade for sure, so that does, I mean, I think that's a good thing again. I don't know, for me looking at it as somebody who's not going to open any packs probably, and if I open any at all, like, it'll be just a few. Like, I probably won't. It would definitely not with any money. Like, I might open a couple with MT potentially, but seeing these cards all still have Shaq's release is good. Because yes, he's 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan, and yes, that's especially glitchy at positions like point guard, shooting guard, small forward. But he is still really slow release, hitchy, ugly, basic release, and it will limit your opponent's spacing a lot to have this Shaq card on the court. And I don't think he's a truly primary ball handler with Levine Escape. Like, none of these cards have Hoff handles for days on them base, so if you added that, I guess theoretically, but only a 75 3-ball. Like, none of these Shaqs, and yeah, they're all the exact same, just like last week with Larry Bird. None of them are good enough as shooters, I don't think, to really be gigantic threats at a competitive level, which is honestly a very good thing, that we can kind of overlook all of these positional Shaqs, in my opinion, for the most part. Yes, they will be annoying to play against if you play against somebody who is trying to abuse that size, but as long as you have a good amount of size in your lineup as well and switch your matchups and do the best you can to even things out, for the most part, you should probably be okay. Klay Thompson, 6'6", with 6'9" wingspan. He's 100 overall. Nobody's going to have this card, so it really doesn't matter how good he is. He still has his own release, which holds him back a little bit because it's not the best of the best release. His SIGs are obviously pretty much perfect. Pro 2 fade. Stats and badges are basically perfect. This card is basically Klay Thompson, or is basically the 6'8" Tracy McGrady that came out 2 months ago. Similar, I'd say, in terms of release speed. Same SIGs, same stats and badges, 2 inches shorter. This card is a worse version of that 100 overall Tracy McGrady that came out. Not unbelievably elite or anything. 100 overall Shaq. Does he have a changed release? No, he does not. Unbelievable. So they really kept his animations the exact same. Are these the exact same cards? Did we just get a second 100 overall Shaq that is the exact same as his first one? Wow, it's like a couple, it's +9 stats. Oh my gosh. And the badges are, they are better, but the stats are the same. The badges, the badges are better, but you're not going to notice a big difference. The release is still bad. Like, the animations are the exact same. That's surprising. 100 overall Shaq is just as bad as his other 100 overall, which means not very good. This is good, in my opinion. Now, GOAT Shaq. Does he have his own release, or did they change it? They changed his base. Ben Shepherd base on very quick. That is a glitchy base. This card will definitely be better. Now, Shaq's upper is still bad, and so that will hurt even this card. Luckily, GOAT Shaq will be exceedingly rare, so I don't think this is a card you will play against very much, and he is only power forward center eligible, so it's not like he's at point guard where his size will be insanely overpowered combined with a really good release. This card will be very good. Let's not twist it and act like he's not one of the best cards in the game. But I don't think he's unbelievably overpowered compared to cards that we already have that can basically do everything on both ends of the court in our elite level cards. And we're getting more and more viable and budget options and free options really by the week that can compete with these cards. Mo Bamba today is a 92 speed base, so you're looking at 96 speed with a coach before a shoe or anything. 7 foot with a 7'10" wingspan, elite all-around defender, huge length, really good release, great movement as well. Trey escape hard and behind the back. Like, that's a viable card for what, 126k probably? I don't think this drop is actually all that overpowered again. This is 2 weeks in a row where you don't need to gamble to keep up. Like, Artest and Beasley are insane, but if you grinded out Glenn Rice last season, he's just as good. You could go get Dr. J for free still. Well, not technically for free, but from the Pro Pass out of that option pack. You theoretically can get him from free from the option, from the wheel, which isn't an option pack, but if you get lucky on that. You can go get Jonathan Isaac from Unlimited. That's a free card right there. That's 6'10" that you can get. That's going to be able to guard these guys at small forward. Like, if you want to compete without gambling, you can still do it. And I don't think these drops are introducing cards that are like meta changing. I think it's going to be kind of hard to do that at this point with a 6'8" Patty Mills dude at shooting guard. Like, they're going to have to, it's truly going to have to be 7-foot point guards with insanely glitchy releases for people to, I think, gamble at this point. And I'm hoping people don't gamble even then. Like, I think people are starting to gamble less and less with their money. And if you play the game no money spent at the end of the day, I think that's the best way to do it. So, again, this is just my opinion, but the Shaqs, the whole GOAT thing, like, every Shaq is basically the 100 overall that he had or worse, except for the GOAT card. Like, it doesn't really affect the game that much, in my opinion. I don't think this is a drop worth gambling on. Lock in the set. Hope you get Artest or Beasley. Use your MT. And if you don't, go make MT for next week or get off the game. One of the two. Like, at the end of the day, that's basically what there is to do right now, unfortunately, in my team. And if you don't accept that, like, don't spend your money on it. Just don't play the game if that's the case. So either I really think it's play no money spent or don't play at all. So that is my opinion, and that's what I have to say. So hopefully y'all are interested in some of these cards in this drop. Glad to see some good viable cards for sure, and I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.